What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 143 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Nell Pearson, alongside the broken one, Devin Stanford.
I'm not too broken anymore. Look. You ready?
Sorry, the half-broken one, Devin Stanford.
I can lift above my shoulder now.
Yep. How's it feel? How's it feeling?
It feels liberating, but at the same time, I still can't lift shit with it.
Liberating.
I was not like playing with it, but like I was at the river earlier today, and I was taking it easy. I wasn't like fully swimming. I was just like sitting in, with my legs in and my, and then I was like, can I swim? I like thought about it, because I really wanted to swim. It was, it's like 90 plus degrees outside, and then I like moved my shoulder and like put my hand there, and I felt like the gap from like it's healing and it's good, right? But it's not like healed, and I felt the gap. Like I felt like the drop between my collarbone if I moved my shoulder like a certain way. I was like, nope, no swimming for me. Nope, this sucks.
Just one arm.
So I just chilled in the water.
One arm paddle. You know what I'm saying?
Just one arm, it just
one
go
arm
out there,
bitch,
just like
saying.
I'm using my strong hand.
Navy SEALs can do it, so can you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey! Are you saying I'm equivalent to a Navy SEAL now?
No, I'm saying that Navy SEAls can swim with one arm, then they're human.
Yeah, but you just said Navy SEAls could do it, so could you.
Devin, I'm not trying to give you another reason to stroke your own dick, okay? The last thing I need is for you to be like, don't tell me that I'm like a Navy SEAL. There is not a fucking lifetime in this fucking world where I think you can make it through Hell Week, okay? Get fucked. None of the three of us can make it through fucking Hell Week.
I would never think I could make it through that, okay? I'm gonna say that right now. I will never say I could make it through Hell Week. Fuck that. All right.
Well, go fuck yourself, because Garrett can make it through Hell Week, and Garrett is our man, Garrett Bahia. What's out of it, baby?
You guys are exhausting.
We just started. What are you talking about?
I've been in this chat for 15 minutes, and you're already like, you're exhausting.
I'm just like, I'm so tired.
Yeah, wake up, pretty boy. It's Hell Week, dog. You gotta wake up. Garrick's going through Hell Week.
No, I'm doing good though. I have just been binging a couple of video games, like the last couple, like no lifing them. Like if you've like, Devin probably has seen me because like he's been at home like me, but I have just been rotating between two games for like the last like 72 hours. Just nothing but Cult of the Lamb and nothing but Seafood. Like that's all I've been playing.
Wow. I mean, like, Cult of the Lamb's pretty feel good, but Sifu, I'm sorry. You're just grinding Sifu. That's
Oh, dude. Yep, I'm working towards that true ending right now. It's rough.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm gonna start playing Sifu.
It's so good.
I've been thinking about it. I gotta wait until my next paycheck at least, but I've been thinking about it because I saw some TikToks on it. Specifically, one creator I can never remember the name because it got kind of like a weird like one word name that's like kind of like looks like a bunch of jumbled letters. But they do like slow cut replays of like action moments that they had while playing the game. They had a whole bunch for Elden Ring when Elden Ring came out, but. Some sick ass fucking videos, but they did some for Sifu when Sifu rolled out, and some of their TikToks have been like coming back up on the FYP, as one would say, as you kids out there would say, and I was like, fuck, god damn, this game looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the combat's just so fucking fun, man. Like that's 100% the draw. Like if you can, there are just some moments where like it just looks so cinematic, and like just from what you're doing. Or like if you get like an especially like clean like, so there's like I was playing earlier today, and like I got an achievement on it. I got a trophy on like PlayStation on accident. Yeah, like I like literally was like flipping through, and I was just like clear this room in a minute and 20 seconds after like you first initiate a fight, and I was just like, there's no fucking way, dude. Like that's never gonna happen. And then I like accidentally got it today because I just crushed the playthrough on this room and just fucked everybody up, and I was like, god damn it. That felt so good. And I actually like I found out that there's a couple of missions that feel awful lot like John Wick. And so I replayed those levels with some John Wick music playing in the background. And that was just stupid fun. Like that was just so fun. I was just like, yeah,
Fuck
that
yeah,
felt like
you
a
did.
John Wick. That felt like a John Wick movie. Slow
Fuck.
clap. You and Legendary Pictures need to have like a talk, okay? Like,
I know. Give us that. That's the John Wick game we were asking for, not the weird.
yeah,
like,
John Wick Hex is
timed,
all right, but like that, but that's not what we wanted.
Yeah, no. We weren't asking for that. You know what I mean? Like in a world where we were asking for John Wick games, there were two versions of it that we did not want. Hex was one of them. The second was like turn-based.
Yeah,
Hard
Which
pass.
I would have
doesn't fit with
accepted.
John
I
Wick
would have
at all.
accepted a Streets of Rage version of John Wick over what we got.
Yep. Big time, same. Dude, beat him up, John Wick.
It'd be fun.
That would be. I'd be into it. They should do it like a Trek to Yomi style John Wick.
So that'd be pretty cool. I'd even take that too. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like side
Yeah, that'd be tight.
scroller,
That'd be
like yeah.
With like the cinematic angles and stuff like that. Was a good game. Good game.
What about like John Wick Coliseum, like Pokemon, but you collect John Wick characters?
No, not enough.
No,
Not enough.
no. Okay.
no.
What about
Stop
like?
acting like you're a
negative.
Pokemon fan when you said no to Vaporeon.
If anything, that makes me more of a Pokemon fan. That makes me
Does it?
more of a
Does it?
Pokemon fan. You know what I mean?
Does it?
Because
Does
there's not a piece of me that's over here like, Vaporeon. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not. No. You know what I mean? No. We're not. I don't need Garrick over here cursing my life. Just a plague on my life as a Vaporeon.
I've already
shit.
done that. Like that mission.
You have. You very much have.
Yeah.
I've never looked at Vaporeon in the same sense.
Yeah,
will.
you smirked and you're like pass, and we're all like no.
Yep.
That's
I'll
not true.
always know what I did. That's
Just because I read the fucking thing doesn't mean that I agreed with it. You know what I mean?
Or no, we know you.
Yeah, you know me as the Vaporeon fucker. Is that what you think I am? I'm just the
I
person
mean,
who
you
wants to, like,
openly talked about wanting to get railed by Predator.
I sure have. And I'm also going to be talking about cross progression, our hearts. Walmart is doing what? All games are getting delayed and much, much more, because this is a good Kraken podcast where I do not talk about fucking the Predator and your choice of all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access before episodes go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yeah.
Yard.
Thank you. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. We would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. And I didn't mute him at all because I'm a goddamn professional. You know what I'm saying? Garrick!
Bartholomew.
We have a captain's order, my friend. Guys, you might want to skip about 3 minutes and 40 seconds in, but go check out our review of I Am Groot. That was Devin. That was good old DJ Simfix over here, giving you all the news, giving you all a very brief hands on deck, and a very wonderful review of I Am Groot. Could have been longer, but they didn't.
There wasn't a lot to say about that show.
There's tons to fucking say. It's like I said, kind of funny. Did an hour and 45 minutes talking about it, and you guys couldn't do it for 20. Amateur hour.
That's fine.
Tell him,
I'll
Garrett.
take it. Garrett, could you have talked about that longer?
We had this conversation, Devin. I told you that. I told you it was 30 minutes of substanceless nonsense.
See, there you are.
Listen,
I
you are.
enjoyed
Listen.
it, but like that's what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, if you guys come to me and say, give me an hour-long conversation about the differences between a pineapple and an orange, I'll make it fucking happen.
Okay. You can't bullshit a bullshitter though. Could I have stretched the conversation about? Absolutely. I probably.
I wasn't gonna waste
an
people's
hour
time,
and
though.
45 minutes might have
Thank
been
you.
a bit much.
Yeah,
but
that's
I could
too
have
much.
stretched it to like 30 or 45.
Thank you.
Let me say this. I would not listen to a review of I Am Groot for an hour and 45 minutes.
That's because you didn't really like I Am Groot.
No, I didn't hate it. I thought it was charming. I thought it was fun. I thought the dark humor was great, but there wasn't a lot to talk about. Was I supposed to talk about every single little mannerism?
I even gave you guys 7 prompts to go off of. You covered 2 of them. I even counted them while I was driving. I was like, that's 1, that's 2. And then you read off my review. That was 2.5. You know what I mean? give me a challenge. We're going to do a piece of content where we just talk about fishes shitting in water.
Show 3 times.
Sounds like you.
How?
There's fucking 5 minutes long, Devin.
I know. I literally.
You fall asleep in 5 minutes?
I'd watch like 2 episodes and just. I had to like watch that show 3 times, like starting episodes over to watch that show. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't anything to like, for me personally, it didn't catch my attention enough to dive into it into extreme detail.
I guess that's fair.
But I do love that airlock scene. That airlock scene's great.
Oh, you should have talked about that for an additional 20 minutes. In the meantime, Devin, tell the people at home what you got next.
We are talking about Ernell actually wanting to smash Vaporeon because we're at the hill.
Squawk.
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 We all know you lied. It's okay.
You motherfucker. Devin, tell the people at home the first goddamn story.
Overwatch 2 is getting cross progression, and account merging is coming for the original game. This is coming from Ryan Leston over at IGN. Starting today, you'll be able to merge console and PC accounts from the original game, carrying all your collected progression with you to the new version. Overwatch 2 will essentially replace the original Overwatch when the game is launched on October 4th, 2022. The game will feature cross-progression across all formats, and Activision Blizzard has announced that you will be able to merge multiple accounts to bring across your existing Overwatch progression into the sequel. Hey, let's say the same thing 3 times in a row. With the launch of cross-progression, players will merge multiple Overwatch accounts to carry progression and in-game cosmetics into Overwatch 2 on a single profile, said the official statement. Starting August 16th, every player with a linked console account will be prompted at login to identify, select, and confirm the accounts you want to merge. Once you approve, we will prepare the accounts to be merged during the release of Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 requires all players to have a Battle.net account, even on consoles. Essentially, progress from your linked console accounts will be stored on Battle.net account, which allows Overwatch 2 to share cosmetics and unlocks across various linked accounts. However, be warned, there's only one opportunity to merge your console accounts, so make sure you double check the accounts you want to merge before you accept.
So, we talked about Overwatch 2 a while back, and Devin made it blaringly obvious he's not that interested. Does this maybe pique your interest a little bit more?
No, because I still haven't even played Overwatch 1.
It's another game he's going to be able to talk about for 10 minutes. Garrick, what about you? Does this catch your attention at all?
Fuck no, man. I hate Overwatch, but like the thing is like they better like give you like an account merger, like a free account merger, like because they're literally reselling people like a reskinned game, like with HD textures and a couple of updated like expanded game modes.
I mean, it is
like,
free to play though.
Yeah, but like the thing is like they're going to find a way to monetize it really heavily through the battle pass to make up for that. That's why it's just like I don't even know why they're calling it Overwatch 2. Like there's nothing like all that new about it. Like it's just an HD repack of the whole game essentially. And they're like, all right, we're going to sprinkle in a couple of extra game modes, and like these ones that you guys were like fan favorites, we're just going to make those like a permanent thing. But like aside from that, they're not doing anything exceptional with this. And like everything that's on Battle.net's already cross progression. Like this isn't even like brand new for them. Like we're like, congratulations, you're like you're continuing with your business norm. I would be more fucking annoyed if they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Screw you, Activision. Screw you, Overwatch. Screw you, Blizzard.
So you guys are really gonna make me play this game on my own, huh?
Yes.
No, Chase will
Yeah.
play with you.
Yeah, Chase will play with you.
Well,
And Xander. And Xander. Xander will play with you.
I won't. I'm not gonna touch it, man.
Yeah, same.
Nope.
I'm gonna be too busy playing MW2.
I'm sure there's something else that'll be good. I'll be playing around that time.
And I'll still be playing Destiny.
Well, I guess I gotta fuck myself then.
Right ahead.
Yeah. There's a website. It's called The Bad Dragon. Go check it out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So do you, okay, outside of Overwatch though, do you guys think that this is like the way free-to-play games should be going from the jump now? Because like obviously we've seen Apex do the same. Now we see Overwatch 2 doing the same. Like, is this going to be the format going forward?
Apex has not merged platforms accounts between platforms yet. It is
sure.
But they have not merged accounts. So that's the primary reason I still play Apex on Xbox versus starting over on PC is because all my unlocks are on Xbox.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
because I've been playing that game since it launched. So that's something I would like them to do personally. So, you know, it should be the norm. I mean, every game nowadays, especially multiplayer games, should have cross progression and crossplay. The technology
Amen.
is widely available. It has been proven time and time again. Even with some of the most complicated engines, these games can work seamlessly with those aspects entered in there. So, yeah, it should just be there.
Garrick, what do you think?
Well, like the nice thing is like it already seems like it's going that way because a lot Epic like specifically like has a lot of like first party stuff that they've been involved with, and all of their first party stuff is like cross progression, account linked, like cross play on absolutely everything down to like mobile. And Blizzard's more or less been doing the same thing. Like they've at least been going that way. I know with Diablo 2 Resurrected, like you can't do cross play, but that's just due to like it's a gameplay mechanic versus console PC thing, but like your progression carries. So like if you wanted to play on your console for some reason, like you could do that, and then you all of your progress would carry over to your PC, just like that. And that's a paid game even. But I mean like this, it just seems like it just should just be like online save data, like the ability to at least manipulate and transfer a save from one place to another, either via like a cloud or like a direct link, should be like something that's available to like everybody, especially like because most video game publishers, like especially the big ones, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Blizzard, Microsoft, these guys all have their own hubs that they like EA, like they all have their own hubs that they distribute their games from, and they want you to connect to their first party accounts, you know, to get those bonuses.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense, like incentivize me to use your accounts by giving me access to that cross progression stuff, because that's the only thing I care about getting from linking your account. Like,
Right.
I don't care about like the stupid cosmetic rewards and stuff like 90% of the time. Like I just want to be able to manipulate and play my save file wherever I want.
Sure. Okay. I see you. In the meantime, Garrick, do you want to take the next story, my friend?
Sure. Walmart Plus subscribers are about to get a lot of streaming content for free. And this is coming from Alex Kranz at The Verge. Rumors of a possible partnership first emerged last week when the New York Times reported that Walmart was eyeing Paramount, Comcast, and Disney as possible partners. Earlier today, the Wall Street Journal reported that a deal had been signed between Walmart and Paramount that was followed not long after by a press release from Walmart confirming the news and announcing that Walmart Plus subscribers will be getting the essential tier of Paramount Plus for free. This means that means ads, but also means that the added value of $4.99 a month, it's an added value onto your $4.99 a month Walmart Plus subscription, which costs $12.95 a month. While Paramount Plus isn't quite on the same league as Disney and Netflix, the streaming service formerly called CBS All Access, has built up a decent number of hits, including Halo, The Good Fight, Evil, and a whole mess of Star Trek shows. And shows with from the burgeoning Yellowstone Cinematic Universe, Yellowstone itself, exclusive to Peacock. Paramount Plus will also be home to Top Gun Maverick, the 6th highest grossing movie ever, when it moves to streaming later this year. Partnering with Walmart should help both companies better compete with Amazon, which is technically one of the largest streamers in the world.
Are you guys ready for that Walmart Plus subscription, bro?
No, actually, this whole story just reminded me to cancel Paramount Plus that I've been paying for the last couple months without.
You did that while I was reading the article, I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, like that. Like I honestly, I might get Paramount for like a month just so I can watch Top Gun Maverick again because it's a fucking good movie. But
you can rent it for the same price and then just watch it that one time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Just honestly, just do it that way.
Jeffrey Bezos. I'll just do that. I can just give him my goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys ready for this like weird streaming monopoly we're about to fucking have? Like am I kind of like, am I the only one who's kind of catching this thing where like we're kind of getting some main companies owning all these, or like partnering and then eventually owning these fucking like streaming platforms? Like, what the fuck is going on, gentlemen? Like, are we gonna have multiple different like cable bills that we're gonna have to be fucking paying with all this streaming content?
Dude, that's what it feels like now. With it's just like we're just getting bundled versions of the same crap now. Like they've already got like the ESPN, like Disney Plus, whatever the hell else is bundled with that nonsense, right? Like it's the same fucking, like we're looking at the same deal, except for this you get a discount on your grocery deliveries and ads on Paramount Plus for some reason. Like I don't know, like it seems like a pretty weak partnership, like all in all, especially because you don't get like even the premium ad-free version of Paramount Plus, like on top of that, with like, which isn't like a great streaming platform to begin with. I'm like, okay. And like, you want to know what? I know people that have Walmart Plus subscriptions, and they're all of a very particular age group. Okay, and I don't think any of them give a shit about whatever the fuck's on Paramount Plus.
Okay, but like, if Walmart partners with Paramount, Comcast, and Disney, does that mean we also get like the Disney Plus like premium package with Hulu and ESPN Plus on it?
That's not gonna happen. I don't see that happening.
That would be a mess. How would they even make that work?
Yeah. Like imagine like all the caveats, or not caveats, all the benefits to having Walmart Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Said, well, you pay $12.95 a month to Walmart, and you just get everything.
Fucking Netflix. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who thought Walmart would be competing with Amazon out of nowhere? You know what I mean?
I think for Disney, it's like you pay like $16 or $17 a month, and you get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. I think it's something like that.
That's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm saying, like, if they do this, do they also get the other stuff too? Like, do they get
this?
Like...
This looks like a reach for Paramount. This looks like Paramount going, fuck, we fucked up Halo and nobody cares about our service anymore. So let's bundle into something that millions of people already have.
Walmart.
Honestly, that's what it feels. Dude, they're trying to tap into that.
They're like, you know how many people signed up to get PS5s?
That's a pretty foolproof plan. I think that's kind of what Garrick is going after. It's a pretty foolproof plan here. Like, oh, we fucked up. Let's sign with someone that doesn't fuck up.
Are you saying Walmart doesn't fuck up?
They do, like regularly.
They fall up. You know what I mean? They fall up. Like they fuck up, and nobody gives a shit because like 60% of their demographic don't have two front teeth, right? So it's like they go into Walmart and they're like,
they don't have to open their mouth all the way to use a straw.
They don't care about the Walmart.
There's a reason that there's a website called The People of Walmart.
That's what I'm saying. Morbid says hydrate. Sorry. See, 60% of the demographic don't have two front teeth. I'm the other 40% of the demographic where I'm just like, yeah, they're cheap, right? But even if they do fuck up, the only people that like nobody suffers really from their fuck ups because we benefit from their fuck ups because we get cheaper shit when they fuck up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh
never
yeah,
go
that's
there.
fair.
I never go there.
I mean, it depends. I don't go to Walmart a lot. I mean, I'm about. Yeah, no, we go to Target way more. But I mean, if I'm going like just groceries though, I got a Winco across the
wrong.
street, dog.
You said it wrong.
Devin's gonna give us some bullshit.
I'm not.
About it.
No,
He's
dude, I
above
am
shopping
not.
at Walmart.
No, I just
apparently.
never
not
think
gonna
about
say-
it. I never think about going there. It's always out of my way, too.
That's fair.
The only time I've ever gone to Walmart is on tour.
There's like a Walmart, like a neighborhood Walmart, like 5-minute drive away from you.
No, it's a lot longer than that, and there's a Safeway 3 minutes away from me.
Safeway's like twice the price of Walmart, dog.
Not if you are a club member.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
And I'd rather go to Winco. I'd rather go to Winco over Walmart, and I like going to Winco.
I do like going to Winco, dude. Winco's a fucking
Yeah,
catch,
Winco's
you know what I'm
lit.
saying?
Winco's lit.
Winco's pretty fucking lit. Yeah. Anyway, some other
Bro,
stuff.
Corbin even said I'd rather go to Winco too in chat.
So I'm saying I have one across the street. Like that's all.
Yeah,
I'm
I have a
good to go.
Winco. Like I can
good to
be
go.
at a Winco in 8 minutes, or I can go to if I need something quick. I got Safeway 3 minutes away. Going to Walmart's like 15 minutes, man.
Nah, you tripping, dog. You know?
Here I am. Like I travel 40 minutes to go see somebody I'm seeing. So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, some other
Fuck
cool
Walmart.
stuff for you guys at home that fuck, Jesus Christ. Disney and Marvel Games Showcase announced and will feature sneak peek at Amy Hennig's Ensemble Games. Comes from Wesley LeBlanc over at Game Informer. Disney announced that it will hold a Disney and Marvel Games Showcase next month live from its D23 Expo. More specifically, the showcase will begin at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, September 9th, and will be hosted by Kinda Funny's Blessing Adeoye Jr. Congratulations,
Cool.
Bless. Congratulations, Bless.
Hell yeah.
If you're watching, Mike, give him our love. Give him our love. It is set to feature quote unquote incredible new content from Disney and Pixar games, Marvel games, Lucasfilm games, and 20th Century games. This includes titles like Disney Dreamlight Valley, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and even a quote unquote sneak peek at the upcoming Ensemble game from Skydance New Media. You might recognize Skydance New Media as the studio where former Uncharted series director Amy Hennig works as president. Connecting those dots means the sneak peek at the upcoming Ensemble game from Skydance New Media is the first sneak peek of Hennig's new game, which she revealed as a narrative-driven action-adventure game last year. Boys, what Amy Hennig game are we gonna get? Which fucking game are we gonna get?
In before Star Wars 1313.
Really? Wow, that's
Well, no, I definitely think Amy Hennig will get a Marvel property, but I'm unsure as to what. But I definitely like with it being an ensemble like game. I feel like because like look, the sales might not have been there, but it won Best Narrative for a reason. And like Guardians of the Galaxy was a great narrative-driven action adventure. Like Marvel's Avengers, like the campaign was good, but like we all know that shit really ended up letting us like most of us down in the long run, despite like the free content and everything that they've like monetized afterwards. But I don't know, like Young Avengers, like a Young Avengers would be a tight ensemble game.
Or
That
even
would.
like just branded like New Avengers or something
Or
like that.
The Defenders even.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah.
I think something along those lines would make sense, or something like related to like Mandalorian would make a lot of sense right now.
Yeah, like the
especially coming in.
Teletubbies.
But that would make a lot of sense because we know Mandalorian season 3 is coming this next year. So I could totally see them making a video game along those lines.
Sesame Street.
Only you were laughing.
Yeah, I know. That happens a lot here. I like to keep the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that means laughing at my own stupid face.
I'm about to pull a Xander and just walk away.
Imagine God of War like mechanics, but you're Big Bird.
There's probably a mod out there.
Ting!
There's probably a mod.
Or like Elmo, it's like Tickle Me Elmo. Like, do that
The
for
axe
6
is
hours.
just an Elmo doll.
It's just Elmo. It's a Tickle Me Elmo he throws, and it comes back
Yeah.
to him laughing.
And it's just
Yep, exactly. Thank you for being. Oh, Aska was laughing about the Teletubbies thing. Tinky
Why?
Winky.
Tinkle Winky.
Imagine Aliens Fire Team.
Garrick, what do you think the game's gonna be? Besides,
Yeah, Garrick, what's your
Defenders
prediction?
or-
What I mean, like, do you what do you want actually? What do you want the most? That's a better question.
I don't know. Like, I think the options with an ensemble, like just with it being an ensemble game, the options are pretty wide. So I'm not 100% sure what I'd like to see, because really, like, Guardians of the Galaxy was such a sleeper hit, and I'm still a little bitter about Avengers,
Mm.
and I'm like skeptical about Midnight Suns. So, like, I don't know. I'm in a very weird space when it comes to like Marvel's video games, especially because like all the ones that I've liked, they've like fucking shut down. So, I'm looking at you, Omega. But dude, it was a good fucking game. It was literally like the closest thing to being like Diablo Marvel, and it was a good game. But I don't know. Like, I'm not sure what I'd like to see. I definitely, something co-op would be good. Like, I know that, like, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a beat 'em up, open world, like looter shooter sort of thing. It can just be like, it needs like something a la Gotham Knights, maybe, like, but hopefully 4-player. I would hope,
Okay.
but set like in a Marvel like universe around a team.
I
What
like
team?
it.
I don't know, but I think the Defenders would be really, really cool, honestly.
Devin, which one do you want? What do you want from Amy Hennig?
Mm.
Not what do you think it'll be. What do you want?
I
What do
want a
you
Star
want?
Wars story from her, like you building your own crew type of deal. That, like, has nothing to do with Jedi for the most part, where you play as a bounty hunter. It doesn't even have to be like Mandalorian or anything like that. And I just feel like she would nail that kind of scenario so well.
I mean, are you picturing an ensemble Mandalorian game?
Yeah. Well, like something along those lines. It doesn't have to be Mandalorian specifically, but
Oh,
something
sure,
along those lines.
Sure.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
Like your own crew. Like think Mass Effect with more action-based combat, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Gentlemen, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. All right, hear me out. Okay. X-Men. And it ties into Wolverine.
I don't think that's going to
That'd be
happen because
cool.
Wolverine's going to be a Sony first-party thing.
Who says this
That
won't?
isn't it, and it's Insomniac, isn't it?
No, Ensemble. Insomniac is doing Wolverine.
Well,
I know. That's what I
Ensemble
said.
meaning Ensemble's not the development studio. Ensemble is just the genre of game, right? Or am I misinterpreting something?
No, an ensemble game. Like, it has multiple characters.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
it a brand new studio that she's the president of?
Well, Skydance, yeah, but she has a
Skydance,
relationship.
yeah.
She has a prior relationship with Sony because she was a writer or director for Uncharted. So I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
who
that's
knows?
what I'm saying.
Like,
But this
likelihood
isn't a
of it being a
Sony developer
bridge,
though.
because
Yeah.
Wolverine is going to be developed by Insomniac, which is like its own deal.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
I do
I'll
like
take that.
the X-Men
I'll take that.
idea, though. Like,
I'll
on
take
the
that.
whole,
I do. Yeah.
That would be
Watch
dope.
them do an X-Men game without Wolverine because Sony because they want the game to be multi-plat.
they
And so-
would. They
yeah,
absolutely
Sony would 100% do that. Fucking greedy bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, I know those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. God damn it.
I like
man.
their games, but god damn it, I hate the way they do business.
I know. Especially the hit, wonderful video game God of War. More way to go fuck yourself. Rogue One, a Star Wars story returning to theaters in celebration of Andor. Excuse me, guys. Esco says, boyfriend's doing all right, by the way, just sore on random occasions. Miss you guys, but I need to sleep. I got big girl work again day 3 tomorrow, but I get to wear my pajamas. We love you, Esco. You have a good night. Have a good night. Hug the boyfriend real tight for us tonight. Anyways, this comes from John Lutz over at Collider. This screening will take place on Friday, August 26th in theaters across the country. Andor will be released on Disney Plus on September 2nd, with Diego Luna reprising his Rogue One role. This release window is smart not only for its proximity to Andor's premiere, but also the lack of competition at the box office that weekend. Details are sparse on what this sneak peek of the prequel series will contain, though it will surely build on the latest trailer. Other notable Rogue One characters will also appear in the 12-episode series, including Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera and Genevieve O'Reilly as Senator Mon Mothma. Tony Gilroy, who earned a co-writer credit on Rogue One after overseeing, reshoots, is the creator of Andor. This is the fourth live-action with let me step back. This is the fourth live-action Star Wars Disney Plus series behind its flagship series, The Mandalorian, and its spin-off, The Book of Boba Fett, as well as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Andor will premiere on Disney Plus on Wednesday, September 21st, with its first episode.
It's going to be 3 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still including its first episode, yeah.
Collider! Get your shit together.
I mean, they're not wrong. It is including the first episode. It says
That's
with
true.
The first episode. Yeah,
That's true.
Anyways, what do you guys think they're gonna do for? Is it just gonna be like a sneak peek trailer? Do you guys think that's kind of what we're probably gonna be getting in this?
It'll be something like that, or like maybe like the first 10 minutes of an episode or something, or maybe even something that's just like prequel footage to the show, or based in like the intermittent part, like maybe something between the show and the movie itself.
That would make sense, because I mean the end of Rogue One, right? We see the doors open. Jar Jar Binks walks out. He's strangling everybody with his bare fucking hands, right? And he just throws fucking
I thought he was
Daisy
using his
Ridley. Yeah, you're right, but like it looks like his hands, right? He throws Daisy Ridley through a fucking window, and then boom, they can totally kick up like a little scene like running straight into Andor, right? I only did that because I don't want to ruin anything for you guys in case for whatever reason you haven't seen Rogue One yet. But
That movie's been out for years. Best Star Wars movie to come out. Go watch it.
Specifically because Jar Jar, Darth Binks, he's in the movie. Yeah, Darth Binks. Yeah, Misa cut you in half.
So remember that energy he was talking about he didn't have before the show? It's obviously here.
But it's actually Mike Tyson playing Jar Jar Binks.
I'm gonna make a head
I'm gonna make a head disappear. Notice I went because he can't say his S's. I'm fucking killing it, boys. I'm fucking killing it tonight. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna find you one day. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Nobody could save you.
If Mike Tyson wants to run hands one day, I gladly will try. I will happily fucking throw hands. I'll throw one and he'll get me. He'll just get me and I'm like, I'll fall.
Somebody clip this because I want to come
gracefully.
back to this video like 5 years from now when we're hopefully more well known. And then Mike Tyson's like challenges her no. He's like, no. This is the clip. Save it.
Clip this and at Mike Tyson on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Do it. He'll make my head disappear. Fuck you, Mike Tyson. Mikey Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys.
What kind of popcorn are we going to be eating during this?
Caramel.
I like kettle corn.
Kettle corn is the best.
Yeah.
Kettle corn is the best, yeah. Anyways, we're going to move into the next segment.
You fucking did it.
I want to remind everyone that they can support us over on our Discord. Well, soon, they can get early access to this episode before it goes public. They can write to the show, and they can get this episode ad-free. But in this, they probably aren't on a Discord, so for now, here's a word from our sponsors.
This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back into the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make it happen for you. Glide mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, and waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get the next win. Is your battle rug just looking a little crusty? Is the mouse just not as smooth as it used to be? Or are you just looking to get rid of that ergonomic mousepad your grandma got you for Christmas? Well, then I think we have the mousepad for you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN, Kraken, for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepads today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for us content creators, and any of us here at GK can attest that sometimes you're just too damn tired to even think about how not to be tired anymore. Lucky for us, though, Rogue has figured out how to give us those late nights and even earlier mornings, the supercharge we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve that in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators everywhere. Look, I love this stuff. I've got 2 tubs at home right now. Your boy is drinking on some caramel vanilla latte in the mornings and sipping on some mango pineapple throughout the day. And if you are wondering how you can get these 2 dope flavors, well, I'm gonna tell you. You can head over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off your purchase on any shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That is GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub of you'd like. And now, back to your regularly scheduled Good Kraken content.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here. We're back. Devin, tell the people at home what we got next.
We have hands, and some people have decks that they put hands on.
Sure.
Someone did. At one point, someone had to build it. Someone had to build it.
I'm just waiting. Like, you keep doing these fucking ridiculous segues with this one where you're like, decks on, hands on them. Yeah, just click the button wherever it feels right, I guess. Anyways, Garrick, what is Hands on Deck, my friend?
Hands on Deck is our hands-on segment where we talk about one thing that we have been watching, whether it be a movie or a TV show, or one thing we might have been playing the past week. And we just grab it and try to sell it to you guys a little bit, or maybe not sell it to you guys if we didn't like it so much.
I like that. Thank you very much, my friend. Your mic is starting to act a little funny again.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's doing, but I have you at 175%, and it's still like...
I have him at 164.
I don't know. It is. Hold on.
Well,
Hold on. Did that help?
talk normally.
I am okay. This is me talking normally.
That does help a little bit. It helps a little.
No.
I don't even. Okay, but I don't know if that if the wheel affects the microphone itself or just my in-ears, but whatever.
Well, I'm sure we will find
Morbid
out.
made a good point.
Sorry,
Quit mumbling and facing away from the mic, asshole.
Tell Morbid to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Yeah.
Morbid.
Eat my ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get some ass eating out here. Garrick, what have you been playing or watching, my friend?
Well, I'm going to be playing it tomorrow, but I've also been playing it. I've actually beaten it. I finished it just this afternoon.
I'd be beating it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just finished my first ever playthrough of One Massive Monsters: Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, boy. Tell us about it.
Wow, So this game is just honestly super fun. But this is it's an indie roguelike where you play as a little lamb possessed by the Red Crown, which like essentially grants you the abilities of this like imprisoned deity called the One Who Waits. And well, you've been tasked with creating the best cult and making it so everybody in your cult is happy and healthy and worshiping you and the One Who Waits through you. And what that looks like is like you basically build like a little cult village or compound or whatever you want to call it. And you've got like temples and like places of worship, and like you build a little farm, and you take care of all of your followers and you recruit them in the world. All the while you're going out into these unique random tile sets from these 4 different zones, and just hack and slashing your way through all of these enemies, the heretics they call them.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
on your hacking, like while you're hacking and slashing your way through these heretics, you are collecting resources to improve your cult, while doing great deeds and holding things like rituals and sermons, and like defeating the bishops of the old faith to improve and level up your cult and make it the best cult around, essentially. So it's got like some hack and slash style combat. A lot of it's super bullet hell, like pattern based with all the bosses. Like, you know, if you just go and swing in, you're probably gonna die. But if you like take a half a second, just appreciate like the animations, be like, all right, this boss does this at this time. Like you're gonna like just cruise through the game as long as you're willing to look for the patterns. Like it's really pattern based combat, which is great for this game because it's a roguelike. You're going out, you're collecting resources, you're bringing them back to your cult. And you can do so many things with your cult. Like you can marry one of your followers. You can, you can ritually sacrifice one of them. You can bring them back from the dead. You can have like a feast. You can do like a day of fasting. You can throw 2 of your followers into a fight pit and they will fight to the death in your name. Like I had a follower that like they will just randomly give you side quests, and one of them was just like I had one today. That like follower walked up and they're like, I've already given you everything. Now I want to give you my life. Murder me. But do it in the middle of the night when no one's watching. And like that's like that's a real ass quest. And like it literally the quest will be like murder so and so in the middle of the night. And you're like, oh fucking K. Like it's like, and so but the thing is it's all presented through this really adorable art style. Like these characters are all really super cute. But underneath like this really cute exterior is this incredibly like this dark mystery that's like really quite morbid. And like that's what's really there to appreciate it. Like there's this really dark sense of humor around the game where like it's really like better. It's like the religions in the game are centered around like excuse me, like the old gods,
Right.
like Cthulhu, like in that sort of thing. And so honestly, like it took me about 15 hours to do my first playthrough. I did unfortunately encounter some bugs that kind of like hampered my playthrough. The biggest one being that on some consoles it does appear like for randomly some players, it will happen where like you'll go to conduct a ritual and then like as you finish it, the animation doesn't complete and you get stuck. Like you literally get trapped there. So you have to save the game and leave and like restart the game. And so like it makes it so like it doesn't save all your ritual settings, and like it's kind of it was kind of a pain in the ass because especially for me, like about a quarter of my way through the playthrough, I was just like, well, like I didn't want to restart my game anymore, so I like worked around it, and like I almost went the whole game without doing any rituals and just like doing everything the hard way to like keep my cult happy. So that was like super annoying. They've already acknowledged the bug and they are working to fix it. And there's some other things. I know other people have had issues with like combat not ending and being able to like progress through the zone. But like also it is important to remember that like this was a really small dev team. Like when the credits rolled, including everybody on the publishing team, it was like less than a minute. Like so like they're working with a small team, and like this game took off with a massive level of success, and like the fact that like I had these bugs didn't stop me from wanting to play the game. I was literally able and willing to work around it because I enjoyed like the city sim mechanic of like raising and like making the cult happy and improving them and like getting to do all these fun unique things like where you end up like I got into like this cycle of the game where I would like let my followers get old and like raise them up really high level and then like sacrifice them when they got old and be like, all right, you serve me, like go die now. And then like I would bring them back from the dead. I would just like resurrect them. And so they would keep their high level, but they'd be young again. And so like I would just use that loop to like make my followers like super like loyal. And but like but even after I couldn't do that, I still wanted to finish the game. So I'm glad that they've acknowledged and that they're like in the process of repairing these bugs. Just know that there are some out there that have like manipulated and changed people's gameplay experience. This is a $30 game. It's not super duper expensive, but this is an indie title. It 100% deserves your money. If you like roguelites, if you enjoy games like Hades or like Dead Cells, anything where like you get to improve with each loop, and the sense of progression in this game really does feel very rewarding. Every time you go do a run, everything feels really satisfying. This is like a 9.5 out of 10 game, even with the fucking bugs that I had. Like I literally had to work around a whole mechanic that and I still wanted to finish the game and did. And like I fully intend on going back to my original playthrough and collecting everything there is to collect. And like I'm gonna 100% this on like Xbox trophy. Like I'm gonna achievement hunt the shit out of this game because I enjoyed it. And like I'm really hoping I just don't run into any unfortunate bugs when we stream it. But it was just so fun that like I'm willing to already play a brand new playthrough of it, and they're going to be doing some new free DLCs and updates in the future. So like the game's got a lot of replayability and like a good life cycle. It looks like, I don't know. This was just a really incredible and well made indie game. Like I absolutely loved it so much.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be competing with Game of the Year, honestly. Like I'm only about 5 hours in, and I can see how the cycle will suck in people like fucking crazy. Outside of like the cutesy aesthetic over the top of the super fucking demonic wild shit that you see happen and unfold in this fucking game, because it is literally like the epitome of like every like goth e-girl. It is literally what every goth e-girl wants out of their fucking video game. You play as this cute little fucking lamb that is slaughtering creatures.
Fucked up on the inside.
Exactly. It is the cutest little character animations, and they just do horrific fucking things. Like, I did one ritual that, like, made, like, one of my followers fucking explode in midair, and blood went everywhere, and all my other followers like, yay! like dancing underneath it, dude.
It gives me, like, there's, like, it's not as, like, graphic by any means, but, like, the tone of the game reminded me a little bit of, like, Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah. 100%.
Because like everything's so ridiculously cute. Like you can make your followers so fucking adorable.
Yep.
And there's so many different customizations and animal forms and little variants for each one. And then they're just like, and then they approach you and they're just like, I want you to murder me while everyone sleeps. Like, and you're just like, damn, okay. Like, if that's what you're into, my dude. Like, holy fuck.
Such a low-key fucked up game. This is probably the most metal game I've played in a really long time, dude. Like, this game's metal as shit. But, but it just has no, like,
dude,
it's
all
cool.
The bosses look incredible, too. Like, they're, like, the design. You're just like, yep, you really captured, like, that Lovecraftian essence, like, through the, like, the depiction of these various animals. It was just so good.
Yeah, definitely worth playing. I'm excited to get my final 10 hours in and get this knocked out, because it's been a lot of fun playing it. Just sort of like I got it on Switch. I haven't ran into any bugs quite yet.
And the thing is like the bugs seems like they varied from console to console. Like what I'm experiencing may not be experienced, like people might not experience on Switch. And there's some Switch bugs I've seen reported on like Reddit and etc. Where like, and I haven't experienced those particular bugs on my playthrough at all. So I don't know, but they've been super transparent. They're like, thanks for all the support and feedback. Like we have a huge list we're working on. So just be on like a mindful like eye for updates for this game for sure.
An itch on my back. Morbid says he bought it. So there you go. Job well done, Garrett. Job well done, my friend. He also asks, is this a cult, a non-denomination religion that iconically uses a cross? No, but you get to name your cult.
Oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow, so everything's going to be GK themed, and we're going to be naming the cult the Fish Family.
There you go. There we go.
Very nice.
I like it.
Very nice.
I like it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Devin, what have you been playing or watching this week?
Well, I watched a little movie twice, actually, this weekend. And
I Am
it
Groot.
is called Day Shift.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, I watched this movie too.
This movie's fucking great, dude.
Yeah, I just want to be upfront. I love this movie. It stars Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg and one Dave Franco. Dave Franco is hilarious in this movie, by the way.
Dude. God damn.
Like, so hilarious. Also, this is just a good like vampire action flick. This has the feels of like the funny moments of like From Dusk Till Dawn mixed with like some of the drama that you would get from Lost Boys, like just a little bit, just a little sprinkle. And like a lot of the vampire design reminds me a lot of like the elder vampires in Underworld too. The action sequences are great. They went all out on the special effects, the movement of the vampires, the guns, the choreography. They did a good job, except for one specific scene. There's a character later that uses a sword, and the way that she moves, it was like overly unnatural, if that makes any sense.
Dude, okay, can you after watching that film, can you even say overly? She kicked Jamie Foxx, and he did like one of the 360 campy tornado spins. Bro. There's like a flavor that this movie has, and it just leans.
No, look, it doesn't even bring it down that bad. It doesn't even bring it. I'm just pointing it out that I'm just like, bruh, your bones would be broken, your rib cage is shattered. Like if you got kicked that hard, you're
what
done.
I've been trying to fucking say, where Devin can't translate fucking camp. Okay, he just can't.
I can. There's just like this moment where I'm like, if I got kicked like that, I mean, I fucking fell on my shoulder from like 4 feet and fucking dislocated my clavicle.
Dude, yeah, but
that's the point of camp. You're supposed to suspend some fucking disbelief.
A moment like 5 minutes into this film where
you guys haven't even
through a fucking wall
yet. Yeah, that wall was also like a prop wall, and it was like 2 inches thick, and it was all sheetrock.
Yeah,
with no
but
studs.
that's the point. Like, of course, but like it wasn't meant to be represented as that in the film. It was campy. It's meant to be over the top.
And I haven't even gotten that in depth. I'm talking about one specific little thing, and I wasn't even complaining about the movie. I was just saying one specific little
but
part.
Like, you just can't translate.
This is the things you're fucking complaining about are a part of the
Ernell cries
movie.
about CGI. It's fine.
When do I cry about CGI?
Like
constantly.
almost every other
you guys
movie.
both have things. You guys both very much have things to do. You're definitely questionable CGI is actually the words I feel like you use really frequently.
Yeah,
but anyways,
it is.
Continue on.
Let me
Devin,
finish
with
my
your
review of Day Shift. Thank you. Eat my ass, Ernell.
Continue on, my friend.
But the movie is very fun, and I like the lore that they put into the movie and stuff, especially with like the elder vampires and like newer vampires. And if you watch the movie, you'll learn all about it. They pretty much they go off the sizing of teeth and how serrated and sharp the teeth are to identify the age of a vampire and its strength as well, which is really cool. I'm pretty sure they set this movie up for a sequel or even a prequel or even offshoots of it, because there's so much that they established in this movie that they can run with it, and it's been pretty well received too for the most part. Jamie Foxx did a good job, Snoop Dogg did a good job, Dave Franco did a great job, and I I say Dave Franco especially because he's got some moments in this movie that are just like top tier comedy in my opinion.
He's pretty classic Dave Franco in this. Like
Yeah,
he like
yeah.
very much like he plays the best Dave Franco that Dave Franco plays. Like he's
Like,
just him.
Yeah, like nerd Dave Franco. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. But it's got some cool sequences. Jamie Foxx's character is actually like he's really smart. He's super quick-witted in those situations too, which is really cool. I like how they did a lot of that stuff. But I think the highlight of the movie is definitely the action sequences, because that last like 30 minutes just goes. And,
dude, the Union, like the whole like depiction of like the Union stuff. I was like, this gave me like John Wick Nobody vibes. Like that particular like environment did. Like you can tell that like, because he's like obviously like ridiculously like skilled, even though he's like down in the dumps, he's like a really good vampire hunter.
Yeah. And when they went on the list of all the things that he's done, you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's got history.
Yeah, it is almost kind of like a Men in Black vibe too. You know?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they do a sequel or prequel or an offshoot. They definitely have the they definitely have all the lore and everything established to do that. This movie is a hard 8 out of 10. It's very enjoyable and very fun.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
God damn, I almost gave it like an 8.59, dude. Like I really liked this fucking movie. It was a fucking good movie, man.
My 9s and 10s are reserved for like movies I love. Okay, this is a great movie. I had a lot of fun. With it, but I'm not quite in love with it. And I did watch it twice, so I could, give it a good watch over.
Yeah. To me, it felt like if old school Adam Sandler directed Blade. and I loved every single second. I loved every single goddamn second of it, dude. Like it was so much fun, man. So much goddamn fun. Well, you guys both took the things that I was going to talk about. if one of you guys watched Day Shift, I was going to fall on Cult of the Lamb, but if one of y'all talking about Cult of the Lamb, I was going to fall on the Day Shift. So instead, I'll talk about one that actually DJ kind of loosely covered on Saturday, and that is The Sandman. So I have not watched this entire show yet. I've only watched about 3 episodes, okay? But it is a very interesting show that makes me feel really sleepy, and it's not because it is boring. Like it's a super fucking interesting story, but it's just everything feels super mellow in this show. And like it's funny, granted, because the show is about people sleeping. It's about a god who helps people fall asleep and makes them dream and or have nightmares, and he also controls when they wake up from their sleeping. So the concept, and for anyone, I know this is a comic run, but for anyone that has not had any history with the Sandman, he is the god of sleeping, basically, and he gets kidnapped by a cult that purposely summon him to try to get themselves immortality. And they entrap him for like the better part of almost 2 decades. And he escapes one day and goes back to his kingdom in this other world, this other universe, basically, that the gods are amongst. And he basically finds out that because he's been gone for so long, his entire kingdom is in shambles. Everyone's left, his kingdom's falling apart, it's in ruin, and now he has to find the stuff that gives him his powers in order for him to recreate his kingdom. And so the show's about him trying to track down the stuff that he had on him, like this dope-ass plague mask that instead of like a bird beak, had like a spinal cord sticking out of the mouth.
Can you do that motion again?
Spinal cord in the mouth.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like he has this like ruby gem that like helps him get his powers and stuff. It's a really fucking cool concept, but everyone in it is so mellow. They all talk like this. and they're all talking and interacting with each other very solemnly. And it's just like, because they're all like supposed to be like fucking mystical beings and shit, it just like listening to it just made me feel so comfy. Just made me feel so little fucking comfy inside that me and a little special someone fell asleep multiple times while trying to get ourselves through the first 3 episodes of the show.
Fair.
Again, not because it's bad, but because it was so just like easy to watch and just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can relate with that. It's like watching a show that has no true substance to it, so you fall asleep.
Again, just because you can't translate the substance or hear or feel the
No,
substance.
I'm saying I enjoyed the show. It just took me 3 times watching it because I kept falling asleep.
Sounds like you suck. You know what I'm saying? Have you
I think
tried
I gave
getting
it a
good?
7. I
You
think I
should-
gave it a
Have
7.
you tried giving? No, you gave it a 6.5. Have you tried giving
6.5.
it? Have
That's
you
fair.
tried getting good? Have you tried waking the fuck up? You know what I'm saying? Have you tried
Yes,
that?
I do it every day. I wake up every day.
That is factual. He does. He actually does do that. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much time talking about Sandman because I haven't even really finished it yet. It is interesting. I am going to try my best to like burn my way through the show. I am currently still making my way through Better Call Saul. I have 2 seasons left. Before I'm finally completely caught up. Well, technically 1.5 seasons. I'm about halfway through the season I'm watching now. Morbid will come down their evanescence. So I will get to it as I get to it. I'm also trying to fucking play Cult of the Lamb as well. So please be patient. I will give you guys updates as we go along. And I'm more than likely going to watch Day Shift again because that was a fucking good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
Fucking good movie.
I'll
I'm
watch
trying
it
to get my
again.
wife to watch it. I want to watch it again.
I just want to say something really funny.
Okay.
The antagonist, his name is Audrey.
Mhm.
She's a real estate agent.
Mhm. But she's South
I was
American
laughing.
though, so I guess that's a little bit different.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just tiny bit. Whoa, hey, are you saying that? Anyways, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, no, we can talk later.
Devin, what do we got next?
Next, you got to protect your motherfucking neck, all right? Because you are at the gallows.
Oh, fuck. All right, guys, we are in
Fuck.
our headlining segment here, the gallows, where we're talking tonight. What the fuck is up with all these video game delays? Boys, open forum conversation. Let's have some fun here. Let's talk about some theories. Let's talk about some things going on in the games industry here. Garrick, I want to start with you, my man. Why do you think all these fucking games are getting delayed? So deep in like, the pandemic's not really a pandemic anymore, technically, after the CDC was kind of like, you don't even have to quarantine anymore. So I guess the pandemic just doesn't fucking exist these days. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what do you think, Eric?
Dude, there are a lot of legitimate sources that like we do follow. Like we're not legitimate sources, but you know that like actually have like deep industry connections and stuff. And there are a lot of rumors circulating right now. And honestly, literally nobody wants to compete with the release of God of War this holiday. It's a really strong possibility that a lot of these games are deliberately pushing their games outside of the window. Because if you look at February now, February is looking pretty stacked again, just like it was this year. But not because of delays. It's because everything that was going to release anywhere near the window of God of War Ragnarok has been pushed back at least a month.
Yeah.
Like at least a month. Because they just... The game is a sales threat to everybody.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. I was wondering if one of you guys were gonna catch on to that because like holy fuck, dude. Like,
Well,
No, you can't ignore it. It's ridiculous. Like it's literally going to come in right under the wire for like being able to compete for Game of the Year.
Yep.
I think by like 2 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there is still a very, very strong likelihood it will immediately be in the running against Elden Ring.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And we knew too that originally like they didn't even announce the date yet because like there was that Starfield announcement, and then there was also the wait to see if Modern Warfare 2 was coming out this holiday season too. But like Modern Warfare 2 and God of War, two very different games with very different audiences, right?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some cross threading there. I mean, look at me, look at you.
Sure.
Yeah, but really the two big blockbusters that we originally had this holiday, it was God of War and Starfield. And we talked about how there was like, oh, Sony isn't announcing God of War yet because Starfield is announced to release. And then
Right.
Starfield delayed, and then what was it, like 2 weeks later they're like, hey, God of War comes out this day now.
Well,
Like,
it leaked like 2 weeks
Yeah.
later, and then they were like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I guess we'll fucking talk about it then.
We'll confirm.
Yeah.
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 It's,
And those were the two games that everybody was like worried about, right?
Yeah.
We still don't have a definitive release date for Starfield right now. We just know it's pushed back.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to point out too is a lot of games take multiple years to make. And during these multiple years to make these games that are releasing, this holiday and next year, 2.5 years of that people were still working from home or not still working from home right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Which has been a challenge for a lot of developers. We've heard, going from having that office space where people can be creative and bounce ideas and help each other with things instantly, where people are at home doing things by themselves, having to wait, for video calls or Discord meetings, or their kid runs into the room, and they decided to pick up a bag of powdered sugar and shake it all across the whole house, and they have to go clean it up now. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was that kid. So
Of course.
I mean, there's so many different variables, right?
I'm fucking I've been losing it for the past couple of minutes over chocolate Starfield.
But yeah, I think it's a lot of different variables. I think it's everything from people still working at home and that people still trying to adjust to to time constraints and the mixing the at home life with work life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just trying to pinpoint the market on when their game should be released and how it will sell, or if it should be a free to play game, or if they should add more polish to it. Again, we're not game developers. We don't know exactly how they're doing this, but we can only speculate. And I think Garrick made a good point with God of War coming out this holiday season. And yeah, I think the pandemic is still affecting a lot of stuff. I think we're seeing a lot of those after effects, because just because the quarantine lifted doesn't mean that we're still not going to be dealing with the repercussions of everything closing down for as long as they did.
Right, for sure. And I mean, like, of course, like Garrett talking about how most of the sources we listen to and follow and stuff have basically been like, yeah, God of War is basically shitting all over the fucking games industry right now. Doesn't necessarily mean that's like everybody, right? Like, there's a lot of indie developers that aren't even fucking worried about God of War because that's not like the level that they're playing at. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and they know that, and so like a lot of times they're delaying their games because they legitimately are kind of like, we just need some more fucking time here. But you look at games like Forspoken.
That was also a Sony property though too, and that was actually supposed to come out like literally 2 days, like this week, right?
Yeah, but they don't want to compete with themselves either.
Yeah,
but God of War isn't coming out for like what, another 3 months?
I just think Forspoken will start.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah, for sure. Pancho, no, I mean, we're still here for a few more. We're still here for a little bit. You're okay, doggy dog. You're all right. It's all right. No, I mean, like, we see a lot of the games that we did have lined up for this winter time, because you guys remember when we were doing our fantasy draft, right, for the game stuff, and we were like, holy shit, like, this winter is actually like super fucking packed, right? It's now not. It's now like super fucking not.
I had 5 games get delayed that I picked.
Yeah. I mean, like, granted, one of them were because of a fucking war in Ukraine going on, and that's completely like no one would have fucking thought that was gonna come swinging around. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, granted, there's a lot of fucking games that are like, holy shit, like we're not gonna be able to get the sales numbers that we wanted out of this because like the games industry, it's an industry, it's a business, right? And like, regardless of like a lot of games, a lot of developers being like, we don't really care. Like, we'll still put out our game the way that we need to put out our game, right? A lot, especially AAA developers, are going to look at this and say, we don't want to fuck up our quarterly sales over last year by trying to front on God of War and then lose our chance to potentially make the same amount of money that we need to make in order for our investors and our shareholders to be able to be happy, right? And so like that's why we get things like Starfield, but like maybe we should tread a little bit lightly, on top of the fact too that Starfield had a little bit more pressure because a lot of people came into it like, this looks just like No Man's Sky. And like I'm sure they kind of took a little bit of heat from that. And like there's like, and like, don't get me wrong, I didn't feel that way. I was like, I'm so fucking here for this because fuck No Man's Sky. I'm still a little bit fucking sour about buying No Man's Sky day one, okay? And I don't want to fucking hear about it. But we
already know that the narrative's gonna be better anyways.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, not even worried about it.
It'll be a dope ass fucking game, dude. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Viva, by the way. Thank you. Just could you imagine like how Cory Barlog feels that he like directed a video game that has such a big fucking dick that it can just swing other games out of winter sales? Can you fucking believe that?
Yeah, an unreleased, unreviewed sequel.
Unreleased, unreviewed, like 100%. And people are like, they saw the name.
We're good. We'll wait and see. But the thing is like, this is November, right?
Boy.
And there's a couple of like really big games still coming out in November. Mm-hmm. Like one of the primary ones being like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yeah. The thing is like those games don't compete. Yeah, like hardly at all.
Like, so with Modern Warfare,
different demographics. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like they're not going to be like. Yeah, there's gonna be like I'll probably like I'm gonna play them both. Like I'm gonna play the new Pokemon. I'm gonna play the new God of War. But I mean, like, I'm not their target. I'm not Pokemon's target demographic anymore. You know, I play it for nostalgia purposes. You know, but like God of War, I am their demographic. So
it's dude. You know? I never would have thought in like all those years that I played the original God of War like trilogy, you know what I'm saying? Never did I ever think, yeah, these games are gonna be like a game of the year like seller, right? Like
they were okay. Like I liked them.
They were fun. They were cool. But what's up, Devin?
You know what comes out the day before God of War that I already said is gonna fail? Skull and Bones.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's because that's like literally the day before God of War Ragnarok. When they did the Skull and Bones announcement, everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like what?
They're like, really? The day before God of War? They're like, and you're charging $70? Get the fuck out of my face!
That game is gonna flop so hard
because, dude, that demographic is the same demographic. Like people,
100%.
There's already Atlas that is out on Steam, and it is everything that Skull and Bones is, but way bigger.
Yeah, but not everybody has PCs, you know what I mean? So it's like
Sea of Thieves, Game Pass.
Exactly.
Cloud. xCloud.
You play it anywhere. Exactly. You're proving the point. It's just like the fact that they released Skull and Bones and they teased it in the state that it is in that trailer, which was dog shit. Okay, like absolute.
It will either go free to play, or like the servers will be shut down within a year.
Dude, like it's Ubisoft. The servers will be shut down within a year, regardless.
Yep, they'll shut them down.
100%. Just cut their fucking losses. All right, let's focus on the next Assassin's Creed. They might as well just change their fucking company name to Assassin's Creed at this point. God damn it, man.
God just call it the Creed.
The Creed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, because Far Cry is like a failing franchise now too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, dude, and Far Cry was fucking gold, man.
They fucking wasted Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
Wasted.
God damn
I wanted
shame,
to play
dude.
that game, and then it came out, and then I didn't want to play that game.
Well, it's because it was just Far Cry 5. Like,
It'll be on Game Pass. It'll be on Game Pass.
I sure
play it
fucking
then.
I'll play. Yeah, I'll play it then. I ain't spent a fucking dime on it. Like, I already played it more than enough. Far Cry
I do want to
5.
say Far Cry 5 is on Game Pass, and that game is co-op.
Yeah, I already played it though. I mean, like, I didn't
Yeah,
beat it,
I-
but like I got what I needed out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like cool. They're like, I mean, like Far Cry 6 was not that different. Like, you get a fucking flying car, Jeep thing.
You get helicopters and plane, and they have a Mars DLC that's really fucking cool, actually.
In 5 or 6?
In 5.
Oh, well, I was talking about 6. And 6, you get like this little beep 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 Jeep thing that like you can fly up into the hills and shit. Like, cool, I guess.
Ridiculous.
Like, yeah, you can do
Final Fantasy
cockfights if
15 did
that's
it
what you're
first.
into. I guess. Like, it's just I don't know. Like, Ubisoft just doesn't have it fucking figured out. They certainly don't have it figured out enough to compete against fucking God of War Ragnarok. Right? It's like that is the same demographic. Like, what in the fuck were they thinking putting this out the day before God of War? Right? They could have just been like, all right, like we'll wait till next summer. Like, well,
Yeah.
we're delayed now too. Like,
You know what it was?
Honestly-
Investors were like, we've been waiting 10 years.
I don't even think they have investors and them willing to give a shit about that game anymore, man.
That's fair.
I'm sure they do because they're they're shareholders, but like, still, I'm sure they're like giving them their money with sour taste in their fucking mouth, right? Like, fucking fine, Skull and Bones, take it.
When's your next Assassin's Creed coming?
Yeah, give us the next Assassin's Creed in Japan. Give it to us. They're never gonna do it. They're never gonna fucking.
They
do
won't.
It. God damn it. They're never gonna fucking do it. I know, it's goddamn heartbreaking. What other games are coming out around winter time? Let's check that. Let's check that
I
out.
was just looking at that. I mean, there's Pokemon Scarlet. Callisto Protocol is set to release in December, but no hard date yet.
Yes. Oh, oof.
A new
mean-
Warhammer game.
There really isn't like a lot.
They all moved. They all fucking moved, dude.
I mean, well, and like Hogwarts Legacy being like the latest one, that one didn't even really get delayed. It just finally got a hard date. But
Mhm.
like, obviously, like, do you guys think that got a hard date in February because it wasn't done, or because it didn't want to compete? Because I would argue that even though like the franchise is different, the genre and like gameplay mechanics would share a demographic.
Yeah. It could have been a mix of both. It could have been a
it
mix
might
of
have
both.
been a little
I mean,
bit of
like,
both. Because like all the gameplay stuff that I've seen so far, which I have been following a lot of, seems really like it seems pretty clean and ready as far as like what everything I've seen. But I don't know, maybe there's like storytelling elements or something. But I mean, February, that's like 3 months. That's not horrible.
Yeah. There's a game that's slated to be released, but it's not announced on a window at all yet, but it's still slated for this year. And it's just called I Am Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
yeah, you remember us talking
Yeah.
about that a long time ago? Holy shit, I Am Jesus
Straight up,
Christ is
bro.
still coming out, dude. That's a game that's
Yep.
coming out.
It's happening.
I'm just looking at the list, and there isn't like anything that really like stands out that's still slated for this year.
I mean, we
Um,
have a couple bangers in like mid to late October, but that's like,
Well,
yeah. I mean,
no, I'm
might.
saying that like doesn't already have like we still haven't seen a release date for Somerville, and I know that's a highly anticipated indie darling that we've all been looking at. That War of the Worlds kind of feeling one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
So-
there's so many games that are
Sons
like
of the Forest.
still slated for 2022 at this point that just don't have any hard dates
Mhm.
at all. Like there's so many that like still just say 2022 with no
Mhm.
updates saying one thing one way or another. But I mean, we have Gamescom like next week, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean-
and like we're expecting to get quite a few announcements from that.
I mean, we
So-
also still have some games that were slated for 2021 that never came out, dog. Like,
Dude,
this-
I know,
this-
dude. It's
Hoo-wee.
been like releases are weird now, real weird.
Also, there's the System Shock remake that's still slated for this year as well.
I mean,
And
Beyond
there was
Good
a
and
story.
Evil 2.
There was a story that Game Informer did back in June with a new trailer, and it's still coming. That's what it says.
Where the fuck is Beyond Good and Evil 2? You know what I'm saying? When are we
It's
gonna
done.
get that?
It's dead. It's Ubisoft. It's gone.
No, I mean, like there was an article that came out just last week that said, "Hey, we're still working on it." I'm sorry, fucking, we're still working on it.
You know what game looks cool?
Dune
Witchfire.
Spice Wars. Oh,
Witchfire.
it does look good.
Witchfire does look cool.
That looks like a
Yeah.
fucking cool game, my guy.
That's slated for this year too, but that's probably not
Dude.
coming out this year. I don't see System
I
Shock
just
coming
want
out
a release
either.
date for Little Devil Inside. That's like the indie game I've wanted to see more of so fucking badly, but nothing. I'm like questioning if it's even going to come out at this point.
Cult of the Lamb was the indie one that I was waiting for this year, and goddamn, I'm so happy it's
And
fucking
it
good.
slaps.
So we also, and I know this is more of like an expansion, but I feel like every expansion for this game, especially the last couple, are like new games almost.
Mhm.
But Destiny 2 Lightfall is slated for this year too, which we're supposed to be getting some information on that next week.
That'll totally be a holiday drop. Like
Yeah.
they won't be deterred by God of War at all. They have a very solidified demographic.
Oh yeah, they're riding
me.
off the coattails of their cult following, right? Like they honestly, I don't think Destiny's that concerned about trying to bring in a lot of new people. They're just trying to make the people they have happy right now.
Yes.
I mean, unless they have something that they're going to be giving us. I mean, like, did we see anything about their announcements that they were supposed to be rolling out today?
I didn't see anything yet. I'm actually curious now, so I'm gonna go to Bungie.net and see if I can see
Do it.
anything.
Do the goddamn thing. Do the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
While you're doing
But
that, I'm
I've
over
been,
here.
I've been playing
Go.
that game a lot. I was actually looking at my Steam a second ago. I have put 43 hours into that game in the last 2 weeks.
I am looking at our fantasy critic.
Yeah, I had that up too. Do you see how many games I have on my list that aren't coming out?
Dude, yeah, you have three left. Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus, dude.
I didn't even know Arc Raiders got pushed back
Yeah, unfucking fortunately, man. Unfucking fortunately.
and
Garrick,
replaced it.
God damn it, Garrick.
It's Elden Ring. Elden Ring did it for him.
Elden Ring, man.
Even if I didn't,
Yeah,
but look at it. Even if I didn't have Elden Ring,
Yeah, I mean, even without that, you're still ahead of us. Like, you got fucking 18 points off Horizon Forbidden West, 14 off Stray, 10 off Sifu, 5 off Salt, 19 off Xenoblade Chronicles. What a fucking good call, dude. I mean, like, my highest scoring games so far, Cult of the Lamb and Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Mine's Tunic.
Tunic is a great
Yeah.
game. I need
Tunic
to finish
is a good
that
game.
shit.
That's a good
Goddamn it.
game. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
But
You
see,
could-
I have a lot of games that haven't even come out yet that I feel will get me some good points.
Did you just draft him again? I'm assuming we're gonna do this again next year. I hope
Oh
we
yeah,
can.
100%.
Oh yeah,
We're doing-
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
gonna be one of our first January episodes.
I'm gonna put a knife to Xander's throat and tell him he's doing it with us.
Oh, no. The more people involved in this, the better. I want it to be like sweaty.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, like Devin, you still have Atomic Heart, which they haven't changed anything about dates.
Somerville.
So you got Somerville, you got Gotham Knights, which still needs to come out. Modern Warfare 2, Scorn. You know,
I
what
picked
I'm
up
saying?
Scorn. I picked it up because I was like, oh,
Dude,
I don't
that
think
one's gonna do
anybody's
pretty
thinking about.
well.
I was like,
I'm
I
full.
saw
My
it was-
roster's full. Can't grab anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happening, Logan? What's happening, dude? It's just, God, man, what a fucking rough time. What a rough time. I really did not.
Dude,
think
I
it was
can't
gonna
wait
be-
for Atomic Heart. Ever since I found out that Mick Gordon is composing that game, that just made me
Oh,
even
that's
more
good.
excited. So no, the showcase for Destiny 2 is on August 23rd. So we have another week.
23rd. Ah, yes, we do. That's right. The day before your stream. That's right.
Yep. I will be streaming the new season next Wednesday.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will, my friend. You will be doing that. Speaking of scheduling stuff, guys, let's look at our schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow night we have a scratch on my leg. Vermilion Voyages with Mr. Garrick Bartholomew Eakin. right here with us, who is going to be playing Cult of the Lamb in a second playthrough for all of you at home, so you can kind of get a good idea what this fucking wonderful piece of magic is about. Come in, hang out. That's a 7 p.m. Pacific time, excuse me.
Simp PM.
Simp PM. That's me. I'm on that clock all the time.
Same.
Coming here, hanging out with us. Logan says, new season 22nd, then showcase the next day. That's what we're getting at. Okay. New season on a Monday? That's wild.
That's a Tuesday.
22nd's a Monday. 23rd is showcase day. I mean, if anyone would know, is Logan. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He said, wait. With a question mark.
Both same day.
Both same day. Okay, there you go. All right, cool. We're good to go. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate
He goes, wait.
And then Thursday, we have the Shipwreck Show, another live recording for you guys here at Twitch. That is going to be 7 p.m. Pacific time. Please, if you are part of our Discord, go in there, and if you're a part of our Discord and a Twitch subscriber, go in and use, oh, Jesus, Logan. Go ahead and use our Shipwreck submission section over in our Discord to give us some topics and questions that you guys want to hear us talk about on Shipwreck Show. We will be taking that from you guys, and you guys can hang out with us and chat. It's a fucking good time. Shipwreck Show has been like the content that people have been looking for here. Like it's been pretty wild during our Shipwreck Show, so be a part of that. You're not going to want to miss it. And then Friday we are coming back to multiverses. Who-wee, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, we finally got some time to put our hands on it, to play it, to do our motherfucking thing for it. Devin, did you decide which one of these two you're not going to fucking be on this week?
I don't know yet. It's not up to me.
God damn it. God fucking.
Who knows? I might just be on both.
You know, yeah, that'd be nice.
Shut up.
That'd be fucking nice, you know what I'm saying?
We'd like to have you there.
It'd be great. Thanks for coming into work, pal. On Saturday, we got another good Kraken podcast where we're going to be talking.
You're here 2 days.
Wait, what was that?
I was like, Gary, you can say that. You're here usually only 2 days a week.
He's here like 4 days a week. What are you talking about?
At least.
Tuesday, Shipwreck.
Do Tuesday,
Fridays,
Shipwreck,
half the
rotating.
time Saturdays.
and then
He
rotating.
has not been on a
Wednesdays.
Saturday show in like 2 months.
Nah, it's like a month.
It depends. It just depends on the content. Like I'm just selective. It depends on which movie I'm going to see.
Yeah. I Am Groot made me sleepy.
But also, Garrick doesn't own this business. So come in on Saturday and hang out with us while we talk about what is next for the DCEU. We're going to be talking that because there's a lot of wild shit that happened when Warner Brothers cleaned fucking house on DC this past month. God damn, did they do that. So we're going to be here talking about that. That's going to be me. That's going to be Devin. That's going to be DJ. Come in and join the fun. And then afterwards, please let us know what your thoughts are on all these video game delays. Let us know if you guys think it is also because of God of War. Let us know what you think it would be like to have a video game that just has massive cojones. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking just bolt. Anyways, balls, huevos. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what your thoughts are on all the wild delays going on in the video games industry. Let us know what game that you were hoping would come out this year that unfortunately got delayed. I know Devin's is Forsaken or Forspoken.
Forspoken.
I keep doing that. I keep fucking doing that. I need to get my life together.
And obviously Starfield.
Yeah,
And Arc Raiders.
Of course, yeah. This has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord where you can submit questions and topics of the show, get exclusive content, and have early access before episodes go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We gotta get going on out of here, y'all, and figure out what's going on with Garrick's mic. But until next time, my friends.
I'm sorry.
I'm Garrick.
I'm not here.
Oh, hey, I'm Devin. Get it? You get it? No? Okay.